Welcome back to the channel Drive Car, where we bring you the latest car reviews, deep dives and real-world impressions of the hottest vehicles on the market. Today we've got something seriously exciting for all the performance enthusiasts out there, the 2026 Honda Civic Type R. And if you love precision handling, turbocharged power and a front-wheel drive platform that embarrasses cars twice its price, you're in the right place. The 2026 Honda Civic Type R builds on the already impressive foundation laid by the previous generation and pushes it even further. This is not just a mild refresh, this is a sharpened blade in an already lethal segment, and in a world where electrification is taking over, the fact that Honda continues to refine a pure gasoline-powered performance hatch is something worth celebrating. Under the hood, the 2026 model continues to use the legendary 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine, but Honda engineers didn't just leave it alone. Power is now rated at around 335 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque depending on market tuning. That's a modest bump over the previous version, but what really matters is how the power is delivered. The turbo spools quicker, mid-range torque feels stronger, and throttle response is sharper, especially in Sport and Plus R modes. It's still paired exclusively with a 6-speed manual transmission, and yes, that's a big deal in 2026 when most competitors have moved to dual-clutch or automatic gearboxes. Honda doubles down on the manual experience. The shifter remains one of the best in the business, with short crisp throws, a perfectly weighted clutch and automatic rev matching that you can turn on or off depending on how pure you want the experience to be. 0 to 60 miles per hour now happens in just about 4.8 seconds, which puts it squarely in serious sports car territory, but the numbers only tell part of the story. What makes the Civic Type R special is the way it feels on a twisty back road or on a racetrack. The steering is incredibly direct with outstanding feedback through the wheel. You feel connected to the front tires in a way that very few modern cars can replicate. Honda has further refined the adaptive damper system for 2026, giving the car an even wider range between Comfort and Plus R mode. In Comfort, the ride is surprisingly compliant. For a track-focused hatchback, you could daily drive this without feeling punished by rough pavement. Switch it into Plus R and the suspension tightens up dramatically. Body roll is almost non-existent and the chassis feels like it's carved from a single piece of metal. The front-wheel drive layout continues to impress thanks to the limited slip differential and advanced traction management. Torque steer is minimal even under hard acceleration, and the car pulls itself out of corners with determination rather than drama. It's a masterclass in front-wheel drive engineering and a reminder that you don't need all-wheel drive to have serious fun. Braking performance has also been improved. The 2026 Civic Type R now features larger two-piece rotors up front paired with upgraded calipers. Pedal feel is firm and confidence-inspiring, and fade resistance during aggressive driving sessions is noticeably better than before. This is a car you can take to a track day without worrying about cooking the brakes after a few hot laps. Design-wise, the 2026 model keeps the aggressive stance that defines the Type R but tones down some of the flashiness compared to earlier generations. Up front you get a larger functional grille for improved cooling, slim LED headlights and a more sculpted bumper with real aerodynamic purpose. The hood features a subtle vent to reduce front-end lift at high speeds. Along the side, the widened fenders house lightweight forged alloy wheels wrapped in high-performance summer tires. The stance is low and purposeful, and those signature red brake calipers peek through the spokes at the rear. The massive wing remains because it's not just for show, it generates real downforce at speed. The triple center-mounted exhaust system is still there too, producing a distinctive growl that gets louder and more aggressive as you climb through the rev range. Inside the cabin, the 2026 Civic Type R blends everyday usability with race-inspired details. The red bucket seats are supportive and comfortable, holding you in place during hard cornering without making long drives unbearable. The driving position is excellent with a low seating height, a thick leather-wrapped steering wheel and aluminum pedals that feel solid underfoot. Technology has also seen an upgrade. The latest infotainment system features a larger touchscreen with improved graphics, faster response times and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The digital gauge cluster includes a dedicated Type R display with lap timing, G-force meters and customizable performance data, so whether you're commuting or chasing tenths on a circuit, you've got the information you need right in front of you. Practicality remains one of the Civic Type R's strongest advantages over traditional sports cars because it's still based on the Civic hatchback platform. You get usable rear seats and a surprisingly spacious cargo area. Fold the seats down and you've got enough room for a set of track wheels or a weekend's worth of luggage. This is a performance car you can genuinely live with every day. Safety hasn't been ignored either. The 2026 model includes the full suite of Honda sensing driver assistance features, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, forward collision warning, and automatic emergency braking. Some purists might not care about these features, but if you're using this as a daily driver, they add a layer of convenience and peace of mind. Fuel economy is respectable considering the performance on tap. You can expect somewhere around 22 miles per gallon in the city and 30 on the highway if you drive responsibly. Of course, once you start exploring the upper end of the tachometer, those numbers will drop, but that's part of the fun. One of the most impressive aspects of the Civic Type R has always been its ability to punch above its weight, and the 2026 model continues the tradition with an expected starting price in the mid-$40,000 range. It undercuts many all-wheel drive hot hatches and entry-level luxury performance sedans while offering a driving experience that's arguably more engaging. When you compare it to rivals like the all-wheel drive hot hatchbacks from Germany or the increasingly electrified competition, the Civic Type R stands out as a purist's choice. It's lighter, it's more communicative, and it prioritizes driver involvement over outright straight-line dominance. In an era of increasing automation, that philosophy feels refreshing. On the track, the improvements become even more apparent. Lap times have dropped thanks to better cooling, revised suspension geometry, and improved tire compounds. The car feels balanced and predictable at the limit. You can trail brake into corners, rotate the rear slightly, and power out with confidence. The feedback through the chassis gives you the courage to push harder with each lap. Even the sound has been refined. The exhaust note is deeper and less artificial than some turbocharged competitors, and inside the cabin, Honda has worked to enhance natural engine noise rather than relying heavily on synthetic augmentation. You hear the turbo spool, you hear the intake growl, and it all contributes to a more immersive driving experience. Long-term ownership is another area where the Civic Type R shines. Honda's reputation for reliability means you're not signing up for the same maintenance costs you might expect from a European performance car. Routine service is straightforward, and resale values historically remain strong for Type R models, making it not just a thrilling purchase but potentially a smart financial decision as well. The 2026 Honda Civic Type R proves that the formula still works. Take a lightweight chassis, add a powerful turbocharged engine, keep the manual transmission, and obsess over the details that matter to drivers. It's not about chasing outrageous horsepower figures, it's about balance, precision, and connection. For enthusiasts in the United States, this car represents one of the last truly accessible performance machines that hasn't been diluted by excessive weight or overly complicated drivetrains. It rewards skill, it encourages improvement, and it reminds you why you fell in love with driving in the first place. So who is the 2026 Civic Type R for? It's for the driver who wants a car that can handle the daily commute during the week and dominate a back road or track day on the weekend. It's for someone who values steering feel over badge, prestige, and manual engagement over automatic convenience. In a market that's rapidly moving toward hybrid and electric performance, the Civic Type R feels like a celebration of internal combustion done right. It's efficient enough to live with, powerful enough to thrill, and refined enough to impress even those who might not consider themselves hardcore enthusiasts. If you're in the market for a performance car under $50,000 that offers real practicality and world-class handling, the 2026 Honda Civic Type R deserves to be at the very top of your list. It's not just another hot hatch, it's a benchmark. That's it for today's deep dive on Drive Car. If you enjoyed this look at the 2026 Honda Civic Type R, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments, would you take this over an all-wheel drive rival, or are you ready to move into the electric performance future? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Welcome back to the channel Drive Car, where we bring you the latest car reviews, deep dives, and real-world impressions of the hottest vehicles on the market today. We've got something seriously exciting for all the performance enthusiasts out there, the 2026 Honda Civic Type R. And if you love precision handling, turbocharged power, and a front-wheel drive platform that embarrasses cars twice its price, you're in the right place. The 2026 Honda Civic Type R builds on the